Hey, welcome in. Sorry, folks, I just realized my microphone was still mic'd or muted. Hey, welcome in. We're in Beijing, getting ready to head to Shanghai, flying for Pan Am Clipper, Gem of the Ocean. Um, Clipper 18 is the flight number. Hope y'all can join us. In the background, you can see some Ethiopian aircraft, 605, 604. I'm assuming they're going to head towards Africa, but who knows? But anyway, I hope you're ready. Hope you can join us, and welcome aboard Clipper 18, Shanghai, or correction, Beijing to Shanghai. It's about a 7. I think we've, hang on, let's reestablish. Just shy of 700 miles and about an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes flight time. I know, not what you'd expect something of this massive size to fly, but believe it or not, they actually did it. So, welcome aboard. Let's get in. Let's kind of, I am going to treat this, if I haven't said this already, kind of like a tutorial. But let's not get too much into the aircraft, more into the LTN navigation system. All right, so you know what that just meant? I forgot to start something here. Hang on, hang on. Not too bad on us this time. Click, click, come on. And where's the other one? There it is. All right, yeah, we forgot to get our checklist for the LTN up. And even though we have it, we still have to adjust it every flight because we find something that needs tweaking every time. So, all right, let's climb aboard and see what kind of damage. Now, we've been on with Twitch for a few minutes, so they got to see the power up. But basically, what happens is uh, the jetway comes over and the jetway turns on the power here. Here, let me show you. You'll get X-Plane's GPU connection. Um, Once that happens, then you can start firing things up here. Now, a couple of things real quick out of the bin about the LTN and SIVA, the two similar at this point. We'll get to where they go really different ways here in a second. And that's over here. Both of them require you to stay on whatever power source you start the alignment on. So in the real world, they'd be fueling the plane right now, maybe with the APU on, most likely with it off. And that's why they might be on ground power. If you're on ground power when you start the alignment, you're supposed to stay on it till it aligned. Then you can bring the APU gens on. All right. Today, I'm going to go ahead and do just that. We're going to keep the gens on for the external power. And then, but what we're going to do is fire the APU up once we're done fueling, which will take a snap. And just keep the gens off, but we'll bleed air to get the aircraft ready to go. Sound cool? All right, so how do we do? Well, first off, for now, let's connect the air conditioner and set the chocks.
Put the chocks on. Chocks are on.
Okay, and we're going to go through the basics here real quick. Get the plane in a position, first officer checks, we'll call it. Okay, if it says test it. Okay, we got the galley set up, trim airs open, humidifiers on, and we're set with the air. If you don't mind, bear with me a second. We'll go to auto and All right, 1028. Ooh, doggy, that is hard to read. What is 1028? 36, okay. Flight plan, real quick, and then we'll get into it ourselves, is calling us up to 38,000. Okay, well, yeah, we can do that. Hang on. They're so big, the screwdriver. All right, we got that set. We'll get the ones up front set real quick. Okay, so now let's just go through and finish up what we're doing. I'm going to actually turn some light on here. Hang on. All right, that'll help. All right, so let's kind of go across the top here. We got an A squib check for the main fire system. Okay. Okay. And cargo. Good. And we got a couple more tests. Okay, here we go. Press to read. All right, coming across here, quantity check. Now, there are checks that you can do on the pressurization. I just choose to kind of skip over that. All right, and cross feed. Good. All right, and then finally, we'll do a light check. Again, across this doesn't look too bad. Okay. All right. All right, we'll turn the power source off. Light switches are set. Quick light check. And okay. Last but not least, let's do a couple things here with the radios. 1085. Okay, we're off. We're off. Whoop. Did not mean to do that. We're going to be, I don't even know what runways yet, so we'll be getting to that here in a minute. 4,500 seems okay. Off. Okay. All right, and okay. All right, we'll work up something for the other one. All right. Okay, gauges are looking good. Let's do a quick test of the gyro. Good. All right.
Pull up, glide slope, glide slope. Pull up, glide slope, glide slope.
Okay, those are all looking good. Push to test, push to test. Okay, good on both sides still. And we won't get an audible this time. Okay. Click, click. All right, spoilers are down, flaps are up 0, 0. Takeoff config. Sounds good. Parking brake set, fuel levers are in idle cutoff. Working our way down, everything's set, ready to go, minus VHF2. And it's ready to go. All right, exponder, standby, ready. We're ready to go. All right, so let's start the alignment process. And then we'll work the flight plan. All right, so first, always, again, remember, if you're on ground power, stay on ground power. If you elect to put the APU on, stay on, and the generators, stay on the generators. Don't switch. Okay, they're in nav. All right, so we have to put what gate we're in. Well, we don't have to put the gate. We just need what gate it is, 220 for the coordinates. All right, so we want to click clear. And you have to do this for all three. So, all right, so we'll go north 40 04 7 0. Now, why we put the 0 in is we would have been 4 degrees north instead of 40 degrees. Okay, now we're going to go east. Oh, wait, we got to click enter. East. And now we're 116 35 4, and again we need to be 116 degrees east, so throw the 0 in. Enter. GMT good. Good. All right, now let's push over to the next one. Clear. North 40 116 tree 5 and 4 0. Enter, enter, enter. Okay, last but not least, clear north 40 0470. Enter east 116 3540. Enter, enter, enter. Now you can click status to see where you're at. $10 means we're aligning. Above 10 means we're aligning, and then you'll see when we get to alignment. That'll be and the time it's going to take. So just shy of 4 minutes. All right, now this point you can actually start putting the flight plan in. All right, so what I'm going to do here, let's bring some Toolkit in. Okay, so we got Sim Toolkit. Sorry, folks, checking a couple things out here. So you can see our route pretty much due south to Shanghai here. Little weather out to the west. Load out today. Take the numbers up here with a grain of salt. Why? Because we're going to put more cargo in than you see, and 228 people. That's the only load number that will be applicable. Everything else changes with the loadout. The route may or may not stay the same. I have not looked at our weather yet, but we are planning Mach 0.85. All of these are in meters, so I have no idea what we're heading up to. And I don't have my cheat sheet handy. Matter of fact, not even sure where it ever ended. Oh, I think I see it right there. I may go grab it. But anyway, they're meters, flight level meters instead of our usual. Weather, 310 at 2 meters per second. Clear visibility, okay, minus 9 degrees here Celsius. Nothing significant is expected, except for the fact it's cold. So 3-6 right, I think, will be, well, that you only have north-south runways here, so you really don't get much choice. And Shanghai, we've also got that north wind. 350 at 2 meters a second, just shy of 4 knots. 2 degrees Celsius. Hey, it's a little warmer going south, and 28 degrees. Ooh, Fahrenheit. Wow. Nothing significant. Also clear visibility. Okay. We hope. All right. So it does appear 3-6 right, and I'm going to double check. Where's my airport chart? There it is. Yeah, 3-6 right. Actually, I'm going to just plan 3-6 right. It's 12,000 feet long. The only other option would have been 3-6 left at 10,005. Still plenty runway. I'm trying to see. We'll just keep it simple. Go to 3-6 right. And we're just about aligned, so we'll let them work out and let you see a change. Code 1 means it's aligned. All right, so how do we take it from here? Click the house, go to INS. This is the quick way. Now, you're more than welcome to put every waypoint in. Dum, 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 dum. We are planning our departure. Hang on. Elk U9 Zulu. So you got to put all the fixes in for that. And you still will. But from Elker all the way to, I don't think we have an arrival in there, PK, everything in these airways, you got to find them and put them in. It's kind of rough. All right, so here's what I do, and it makes it quicker, and thank you, Felis, for this. Open flight plan. Next. And double check that you don't do like I did. Right here, I chose this one when I was going to Beijing. Not smart. But ZBAA to ZSSSS. Click on it. Now it's going to ask you how you want to load this. We've got 3 pages, so almost 30, close, somewhere between 20 and 30 fixes. You can have 98 fixes in the LTN, only 9 at a time in SIVA. You can do RNIP approaches in LTN. Unless you know the coordinates, you cannot do them in SIVA. You got to be vectored or fly VOR to VOR type approaches. And with, I don't know if I said this, LTN, you can put 98 fixes in, SIVA 9. The big thing here is just realize it's a bridge. You're going from lat long chords to now you can use 5 character ICAO codes, the 3 character VOR NDB codes, 4 character airport codes. You just cannot put in airway X123 or the name of a SID or the name of the star and it populates. That's when the FMC came in. All right, so you're just about there, but you're definitely better than what the SIVA was. SIVA was strictly lat long, north or south, so very, very, granted, it worked, don't get me wrong, but it's just very cumbersome. But again, it got you from point A to point B fairly accurately. both need to be constantly kept up to date off VOR updating. FMCs begin to work that thing called GPS we all love now today. So what we're doing here is you're seeing Elker. Remember, that was the end of our SID. And on page 3, you'll see PK, which would be the beginning somewhere into our arrival. But we got to fill the gap here. But let's get it over there. Insert after waypoint 0, select all 3, enter. Now come back. Look at that. They're already in. We'll select waypoint. They're already in. And they're already in. You can do this, by the way, while you're updating or aligning. Now that we're aligned, let's hold right here. Let's now move over to loading the plane. That way we can get the EPU on and start really getting this plane up to temperature. Okay, so we said our passenger load is 228. I think I'm going to need to go here and add some. There we go. 228. That was easy, wasn't it? All you had to do was just put it right over these, up and down your mouse wheel, and up they go. Cargo. Remember I told you we're going to haul more than 0 pounds. I'm going to put 50%. Putting a lot of cargo on, so my CEO for Pan Am Virtual, he ought to be super, super happy. If you want to join, there's a link in Twitch and the chat box. Feel free. We'd love to have you aboard. Great stuff so that we have for you. Now let's get into the fuel requirement. 700 miles. 38. Okay, I'm okay with that on this run. And what are we looking at here? 274 at 30, positive. Okay, I'm just going to play on the safe side. Our alternate today is ZSHC. It's 150, let's call it 200 away. 10% for our contingency, at least 30 on the taxi fuel. All right. So we said we were going to leave out of here with 62,000, just shy of 63,000 pounds of fuel. We've got now 20,000 extra pounds of fuel for the extra weight. Our payload, our payload number was 50,160 pounds. We're now running 110. Doubled, more than doubled, 560 pounds, and so forth. So that brought fuel up. All the other numbers brought fuel up, and there's what our load sheet looks like. Okay, now we're going to go and load the plane. All that did was calculate. Now we have to load it. Refuel. Now we got to throw 30,000 plus pounds of fuel in, or 52,000, sorry. I'm going to instantly load it. That'll take way too long. The rest of the payload, packs and cargo, again, use the data sheet, 228. We're going to have a crew of 12. And I'm going to board and load. When this cargo hits its number of 60,000, the doors will close. While that's going on, let's go back to our flight plan. Take a look at this departure. The Elker, what are we doing? The Elker. Okay, what the heck is the difference? Okay, hang on. Which one are we doing? 9 Zulu. Okay, so 9 Zulu. Hang on, let me bring that in so you can see it. All right, so as you can see, we're going to take off. Actually, it's saying we should use the other runway. Okay. Okay. And float our way around. Actually, it really doesn't matter because at 530 feet, we'll start turning direct AA 111, 112, 129, 113. Headed outbound to Dizek. We probably will set that as one of our updaters. And then on to Elker. And they give it to us in our world of flight levels. But they have the nice conversion chart here. To a point. To a point. All right, so here's what we have to do. We got to get from Beijing to Elker, and we got a lot to put in. All right, so we're going to go AA 111. A in button is alpha, to include these over here, and numeric, which is underneath, and these buttons. So now we go numeric, make sure it says it 111. Enter. Twice will start us for the next one. November, okay, 112. Okay, China's what we want, so enter, enter. 129. Okay. Which one did we just do? 129. How about 113? AA 114. One six. Wait. Oh, I screwed up. Hang on. Numeric 116. All right, let's finish this up. 119 DXG DX. Where's Golf? Delta X-ray Golf. Oh wait, I don't think I need to clear. All right, so let's go back over this real quick. All right, now technically we can get rid of this, but I'm going to keep it and just go direct on takeoff. Actually, no. We'll get there. All right, so let's look it over. 111, 112, 129, 113, 116, 119 DXG Elker. That's what you got to do now. So you don't have to do this across them all. There is a way to load it. Hang on a second though. I'm going to go ahead and check what kind of arrivals we have down at our, if any, work out. Hang on, we are going for 3.6. Okay, so the way I'm seeing it, there's PK. There actually is one. The SAS. Look at the 7.1 real quick. Okay, we could do the Sasson. Okay, so from Sasson, we could Okay, so you can see what we're going to do. Sasson to SS 420, 406, 205, 405. We'll explain how we do the altitudes. I'm going to get rid of this so you can actually see how we do this. Oh, I already have. Okay, so hang on. Okay, so SS. $420. Wait a minute. ECMU. Actually, that was there before. And of course, as long as you don't have Dang it, got me again. I, M, and U. As long as you don't have ATC, you don't really need to worry a lot about having these in there, but you will have to fly the approaches. SS406, enter. SS205. And SS405. Now, you can leave this, but I am going to at the same time pull up our arrival or our runway. Probably best. SS 405 over to 403. So let's put that in. Excuse me. And there you go. You'll be on the ILS. Now keep ZSSS in there. That way it knows to track to the airport if you don't have the ILS. All right, so we've got 33 fixes put in from takeoff to landing. Hang on. Which one's 3-6 left? I kind of like 3-6 left, so we'll go with that one. All right, and there you see it. Well, you don't see it. Here, I'll show it. And now it's connected up here. And what we're going to need to do is a couple of changes. There we go. Now you can see the approach all the way through to our landing. All right, so there you have it. We've flight planned out our departure and now added an arrival. 33 waypoints. Okay. Far more than what SIVA could ever do in one box. Now, there were, and it could have been these LTNs that gave them more. But anyway, now how do we get them from that box to the other two? That's super simple. All right, bear with me here. I always, okay, so copying the flight plans over. 33 flight fixes. Okay, what we're going to do is click the RMT button. This will be the master, so you want to click it and then click enter. And then over here, remote slaves. Okay, you see now B and C. B, and then the one for the flight engineer is C. They're ready. Click enter to transmit. Give it a few seconds. It'll be done and will be navigationed out and all the people will be aboard. It'll tell you how many waypoints. Remember, 33, I believe, is what I counted. They go through pretty quick and they're going in right now to each one. Transfer complete. And then if you look over here, there they all are. There they all are. All right, so you got all the waypoints in now. And we got all the people on board. They're like ready to go, guys. Come on, can we get going? All right, so the basics are set up. Now I'm only going to do one more thing here, and that's get them into where they'll auto align. And we need to click. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, same thing over here. Status down, expand. Okay, go back to waypoint for both of those. Then down here, let me just look at this one again real quick. Okay, we got them right. Okay. All right, and then we just need to get a VOR tuning in on the other. We'll just use 114.7 for now. And if we look down here, they're both updating. All right. And then once we get to the end of the runway, we'll set for takeoff. All right. Now, that's a lot of information. I give it. I got it. I read you just the way it is. Unfortunately, that's why there were 3 in this plane. All right. Last thing we got to do, and that involves here, load sheet. Okay, we're going to taxi. Let me see something. We could. Let's plan 3-6 left. Why not? Okay, it's a 10,500 or 400-foot runway. We are currently 100 feet. 3.6 is good, it's dry, and it's cold. Okay, barometer sits at 30.36. Now, flaps 10. Let's give it a try. 127 for V1, 135, 150, and we just set it. All right, and we're ready to, on that part, ready to go. Couple of things here. Okay. All right, now I've gotten myself out of whack, so bear with me as I try to get myself back on track here. Okay, we're connected. We've got all right, we're going to go and look at the checklists here real quick and make sure we've done everything. Whoop. Okay, gear levers down, check brakes are set. I know one thing we haven't done. ACARS. Okay. INS and NAV slaved, window heats on seatbelts. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. On behalf of the entire crew, welcome aboard the Boeing 747 Classic. We will depart shortly after we have our clearance and the cabin crew is finished with their preparations. For now, I wish you a pleasant flight, and I will be back during the flight with further flight information.
Okay.
Cabin crew, arm slides.
Oh, not bad. Happy New Year. Oh, wait. Let me do that. There we go. Now everyone can hear you.
What have you been up to? Long time no see.
So what you see is what I do. That and cleaning floors at the grocery store.
Yeah. I got me a new motorcycle.
Nice. Nice.
An old Harley 23 Street Glide.
I've already learned two wheels that just don't work for me. 18 was hard enough to keep up on the highway, let alone 2. All right, so we got the APU fired up. Auto set. Okay. Well, let's see if I did it right.
Ground power disconnected.
All doors are closed and armed. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, let's finish this up. All right, we got that going. Checklist. Emergency lights are good. Okay, and the next one, batteries on, APU and auxiliary power set, fuel quantity good, panel set. Let me do this, get the electrics on again.
If you are seated next to an emergency exit, please read carefully the special instructions card located on your seat. If you do not wish to perform the functions described in the event of an emergency, please ask a flight attendant to reseat you. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft.
All right, I think we're ready to go. 36 left will be our new runway.
Your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor level lighting will guide you towards the exit. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide, which may also be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and the air pressure are always being monitored. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I'd get some pictures on DMs next week. or
Okay.
2 weeks.
We'll see them when we get them.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
I'm gonna try to get one of my buddies to take a picture of me going down the road on my motorcycle.
Nice.
Try to coordinate a drive-by.
Ah,
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
My new bike and my new gear.
gear to go with it, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
About what I quoted, about $1,200.
Whew.
Yeah. Granted, I did not look cheap at all.
Shouldn't go cheap with gear for a bike, especially safety.
Yeah.
Okay. Double up.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
But that'll be a week after. I won't. I'll have my bike and won't have
Traffic
my
and
gear.
7965, positive interrupt from stand 5 to 9er, facing
Parking
south,
brake released.
on Yankee
Starting
1.
pushback. And you may start engines.
Oh my. Did we get? No, we did not.
Which is gonna suck, 'cause I kinda wanna ride my bike.
I'll bet.
I don't have a helmet. I had one, but it fell off my truck, so I'm not taking that risk of a micro crack. I reckon.
Oh, I still
I
got
caused more
chocks.
hurt to myself.
Cockpit to ground. Remove the chocks.
Oh my God. Which is the thing you call
Yeah, Beijing traffic Clipper 18 pushing back from stand 210 face south. I think it's 210. No, 220. Ah, that's close.
Close but no cigar. Isn't that how that saying goes?
What was it?
Close but no cigar or something
That's it. Yep.
Ready to start the engines.
Ready for engine start.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do.
Starting engine 3.
Start valve open. %, and 2.
Fuel on. Light up.
Starter off. Engine stabilized.
Starting engine 2.
Starter valve open.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
20%
Disconnecting
and
tow.
2.
Stand by.
Fuel on. Light up.
Boy, I'd be having some people going, man, how long has it
Starter off.
been since you heard this announcements of smoking and all allowed on planes?
Engine stabilized.
Not too long, actually.
It's been since the turn of the century.
Thanksgiving. I heard all those. Oh.
Starting engine 1.
Hose disconnected and bypass
Start
pin has
valve
been removed. Hand signal on the right.
Starting engine
We'll see you
4.
next time and have a safe
Start
flight.
valve open.
Did you say like, since you have heard it or not?
Yeah,
heard it?
it's been quite a while.
I heard it.
20% and 2.
All the announcements.
Fuel on.
20% and 2.
Light up.
I flew to
Fuel on.
Florida.
No, I mean
Light up.
where they allow you to.
Oh, were they? Oh.
Yeah, this
Starter off.
with the new Pegasus system, the airlines that are with it can put in
Starter off.
announcements and different,
Engine
things you
stabilized.
used to hear when the flights, when you would be in a flight.
Engine stabilized.
We can't transmit across yet. I haven't figured that out. But yeah, this one's Pan Am 1985. You're allowed to smoke in the rear of the plane.
Engine traffic, Hainan 7965, taxi to holding point, runway 36, right via Yankee 1, Golf 4, Golf, Echo 0.
Gee, I'm not on Twitch. I thought you were talking like they took it out. Like they stopped saying that.
Oh, no. Twitch. No. It's the real airlines that do this. Used to allow you to
Yeah.
smoke on them.
I guess I did know that.
It's just been a long time.
now they've got thinking smoke detectors and
Oh yeah. Well, it was always funny because I was on when the whole plane you could smoke on, front to back. Then it was just the tail end. Yet they never thought it would filter to the front end. You know, hey. You know, the airlines weren't that smart, I guess, or the government, one of the two.
yeah, whoever makes the rules.
Yep, let's see here. All right, flight recorder, start switches, beacons are on. I did turn the beacon on. Yep, nope. Pressure, oh yeah, we got to do these guys. Auto, 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 auto. Normal.
After start checklist.
Flight recorder.
CC79 at B, go down.
Start switches.
Off.
Beacon
Ah,
lights.
going around, huh,
On.
Biggin?
Brake pressure.
Check.
Start levers.
I had to. That was too
Idle
funny.
detent.
Engine and the ice.
Off.
Electrical panel. Check. Pack
I
valves.
had to see your reaction. While
Open.
You're still on the ground.
Dual warning lights. Out. Hydraulic panel. Check. Flight recorder. On. After
Oh,
start
boy.
checklist completed.
Somebody really doesn't know how to talk on a microphone. All right, let's see here. Next one, we set our flaps.
Flaps 10.
Beijing traffic, Air China 821 and 534 radio pushback.
All right, we're good to taxi. No, we're not. We need probe heat.
Not used to that, are you? Yeah, anyway.
All right, Beijing traffic, Clipper 18, heavy, taxi to 36 left.
Parking brake released. Taxi checklist, please.
Flaps. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Takeoff data. EPR and airspeed bugs.
Damn.
Cabin ready.
Stabilizer trim.
Hold on. Set in green band.
Probe heat.
On.
Flight controls.
Check.
Yaw dampers.
Check.
Seatbelt and shoulder harness.
Check.
APU. Off. Fuel heat. Off. Totalizer and gross weight. Set. Flight engineer and pilot panels. Check. Aft cargo heat. Normal. Seatbelt and shoulder harness. Check. Taxi checklist completed.
Okay, let me just make sure we got a timer running. We do. And go down here.
traffic, 7965, take off from runway 36.
What was that? We had. Well, this is a payware, Felis. Probably the best 747 you'll fly. All right. I think it was like $70. Now they have the cargo version, which add 30 to it if you have this already.
Okay.
So I thoroughly love it.
I might have to get that. Something.
It's a fun airplane. I like it. It makes you work.
You might have to teach me how to do it.
Got plenty of videos out there for you to learn.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I fly this quite a bit. And that checklist you hear that runs, that is a godsend to new pilots. It'll really help you. But it does take a few minutes to get it going, so don't expect to just fire it up, jump in, and go. You're gonna sit for a little bit. But it does have the default FMC, so that makes it a little easier. I'm running the LTN.
Yeah. Give me a second.
All right, folks, and one thing I did not mention about the LTN. You cannot fly it with vertical navigation. You, the pilot, have to continually set the altitudes to meet your requirements. So, like I said, bridging, because the SIVA you had to do it. You can fly RNAV, but you got to do the altitudes yourself. But when the FMCs came out, then you had vertical and lateral navigation. All right, with them shooting off the other runway. Not sure which way they're turning. And Beijing traffic, Clipper 18 departing runway 36 left on the Elker, believe it's 9 Zulu departure.
I hate when my thinking microphone just does not unmute. I pushed the button. I knew I pushed the button. And I'm like, hey, Mike.
Yo.
Oh, never unmuted. I sat there for a second, like, you ignoring me?
Nope. Just getting out here to the runway.
Yeah. Well, now I knew that.
Okay. Have a great new year and a great day. Alrighty, enjoy the new toy.
I will. I'll probably see you.
Okay. You know my address. All right, we're live.
Flying with Mike.
There you go. All right, everything. Have a good one. go. Oh wait, we're not ready yet. We got a couple things I need to do.
Before takeoff checklist.
Hey, Mike.
Yo,
Icing considerations.
Kick me out of the
Check.
channel.
Cabin alert.
do what?
Check.
Kick me out
Transponder.
of the channel.
Check.
Ignition.
Or can you?
Not sure how to do that. I thought you just needed to click out.
It won't pop up. Oh. I just learned something new. If you hover over the pop-up, there's little buttons you can mute, turn on your camera, deafen, and
Oh.
disconnect.
Yeah, you should be able to find like a phone that says disconnect.
Yeah, on the bottom, like if you're looking at home screen, the little window that pops
Yeah.
up. Yeah, it has little fields on the bottom. I did not know that.
Well,
Yeah,
have a
like,
good
so
one.
share the
Flight
knowledge.
start.
Well, appreciate it.
Body gear steering.
Disarm. Cabin crew, take your seats.
Pack valves.
Alrighty,
This.
See it.
baby. Now that's
Closed.
I'm just gonna shut my computer off.
Pressurization mode selector.
Maybe.
Auto. Fuel boost pumps. On. Cross feed valves. Check. Before takeoff checklist completed.
All right, folks, here we go. Strap in.
Stabilized. Thrust set.
80 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Gears up. Flaps 5. Flaps 1. Flaps up. 10,000.
Okay, we got a little fast there. We got her back under control. We're going to make sure we're following the flight plan here, but we're also going to try and make sure we catch the speed this time. All right, we're on our way. We should be turning more southerly here at 113 and climbing out at a better rate. There we go. That's what I like to see. All right, now we'll go in here and get our flight plans set up. All right, and we're making that turn. Oh, one thing I did not pull up transition. We've already met it, so okay, we're set for altitude. And again, flaps are indeed up, and we're climbing out at climb speed. Okay, we're updating. Let me try 12.1. Perfect. All right, that gets us good, solid updates, and we're on our way. Hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said, treat it like a tutorial, but realize far from it. don't know, 15.9 can pick up or not. That might be too far. Oh, we're updating off of it. Cool. All right. And we're off to Shanghai. Like I said, plan for this. Now, granted, I was talking through a lot, getting hung up a couple times, got an hour and a half to get out of there. Plan for that. You know, it takes a little bit to get the bird ready to go. So, but you'll get your own rhythm. If I didn't have to talk through all the procedures, I could probably get out a lot quicker. All right, so we're on our way to Shanghai. Two of those aircraft were headed to Russia. One's headed to Ethiopia and the other to Phuket. And we are, we still got one on the ground. He's going to also Ethiopia. So nice runs for everybody out of here. We're headed, like I said, to Shanghai. It's actually called Hongqiao. Not the Pudong that everyone usually goes into. Yep, I'm going to turn off the wing lights. Actually, let's go ahead and run it.
After takeoff checklist.
Gear lever.
Off.
Landing and logo lights.
Off.
Ignition.
Check.
Seat belts and no smoking sign.
Check.
Pack valves. Open. Fuel heat. Auto. After takeoff checklist completed.
All right, we'll resume those as we get closer to descent. Oh, Peking Daxing is coming up. Huh. Didn't know that there was another airport for Peking. Should have figured it. Or Beijing. Is it Beijing or Peking? Beijing. So all right, we're climbing through 29.5 for flight level 380. 14 minutes since we started down the runway. I will be right back. All right, sorry folks, I had to step away there. Oh, let's go ahead and put that in altitude select. All right. What it's going to do now, I'm going to switch into climb power. It's going to maintain Mach 0.85 instead of 303 through the duration. And then once we level at 38, I will need to set it to hold it by speed levers, the throttles. Here it's just by pitch. All right, so we're having a great time here with the Queen of the Sky. We got no controllers on VATSIM here in the Far East. And things, I'm trying to see, there's no controllers up. Wow. The ones over the Russian provinces that we flew in earlier have since called it a night. We're just continuing here. All right, let's go to INS. That'll just point to our next waypoint and tell you how far out it is. Be right back.
1,000 level off.
All right, sorry for that lengthy delay. Okay, everything looks good fuel-wise. Altitude hold will be next. And we're updating. All right, how are we doing? We need a new... let's see, where are we? Any closer? There we go. All right, and that one is off of that one, so I think we're going to go ahead and turn that down a little. And hope you all have a happy new year as we head on to Shanghai, China. Currently, I don't even know how far out we are. How about 45 minutes, and then we'll be on the ground there. It's been a fun ride here with Clipper 18 out to Shanghai, out to Beijing, then down to Shanghai. And I'm not sure if it'll be 17 that brings us back to Tokyo or if it's 18. Or no, I think it was, never mind. Anyway, it's going to be some airline number. So, I'm glad you all are enjoying this. Tomorrow, it's back to work for me. Yuck. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, and then off for a couple days, and then back to my normal routine. So anyway, winter is beginning to try to show itself in St. Louis. It's still kind of icky outside, but we're just gonna continue to fly south to Shanghai, where it's a whopping 30 degrees. And I do not think we have anyone nearby to look at. Well, we might. Let's try it. Nope, nobody close enough. All right, I'm just kind of looking ahead. We got a couple of aircraft. I don't think we have any headed our way. We got some getting ready to head out of ZSPD on the other side of the canal or river, whatever they call it there, ZSS. We are going to be the only one. All right, so give you a little lay of the land here. All right. So you can see us way up here. That's us. We're headed right there, ZSSS. And just not a lot of aircraft nearby. And it's not expected, by the way. This is China, the Far East, and you're talking very early in the morning. So, you know, it does not surprise me at all. So, but we'll just continue on our merry, merry way. As we try to get her up to 0.85. There we go. All right. So New Year is upon us, and I really hope you all have a better 2026 than what 2025 started out as and maybe ended as. So prayers for you all to have a very happy new year. At least mine's starting off, you know, well, it's better than it was when it started last year at this time out of work. So, you know, you can't complain there. But you know, we'll just make the best out of 2026 that we can. And I think that's all we can ask anyone to do. So, just getting my minimums in here, 200. Okay. And may it be a blessed one as well. May you find what you're looking for through the year. All right. Question to you all: what big goals have you set for this year, 2026? You know, this is that time of the year where we reflect on 2025, what went well, what didn't. But what are you looking forward to in 2026? If you're willing, we'd love to see it in the chat, or come on Discord. We'd love to hear you. If you're not familiar with our Discord channel, let me put that invite out there. More than welcome to. Just curious what you all have in mind for goals that you're setting for 2026. And while we're on the goals, do you have any resolutions you're willing to put forth? You know, always having somebody out there to hold you accountable always helps. Love to be that person. The stream would love for you to be that person. So what kind of goals and what kind of resolutions have you set for the new year? Love to hear if you're willing. As for me, I am just doing my best to try to cool a temper that I've had, well, all of my life, and looking to maybe better improve employment, but I'm of the fact that at my age, I hold my breath on that one, because it's kind of what I remember seeing as a kid in high school when we went through the big recession that Carter put us in. Yeah, that's right, Carter, folks, the one they keep trying to immortalize. Yeah, he was not a great president, not by any stretch of the imagination. And the thing that just stuck out more than that to me was the change from the society of the gold watches. People would work 20, 30, 40, 50 years in some cases and retire from there, to only in the late 70s, early 80s be tossed to the street for the newer blood, and no one would hire them. I unfortunately see that today, what's going on. And, you know, I could say it sickens me, but it is, what employers want. The problem that employers forget is that older workforce, yeah, they're dependable. And you get what you get when you don't go with what you know. And they go cheap, and they get cheap labor. So, but anyway, that's one thing I hope, but that'll be, God opening a door for me to be able to do that. So, for now, we'll just kind of sit back. We're going to relax on this flight. Hey, it's Friday, folks. You made it. Made it through Christmas, through the week in between, even through New Year's Eve. Some still stumbling about trying to figure out what day is it. No, it's actually what year is it. So, but yeah, kind of things I'm looking at. The other big resolution is to just strengthen my relationship with God and Jesus. Keep that first and foremost in my life, and the rest will fall into place somehow, some way, in God's timing, not mine. So, but I always remember the verse that we have today, Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. This verse has hung with me for quite some time, and got me through a lot of bad days. My last run at the airport that I worked at, and before. And you can use it towards the new year as well. When you sit and boil it down, don't be afraid. Don't be discouraged at what comes our way in 2026. Greater things await us. Those of us that believe in God and Jesus. Those of us who have given our lives, who profess Christianity, and greater things are awaiting us. So do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. And the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So, they call that, for me, a life verse. Yeah. Like I said, it just rings so true. So many different situations. Over the years I've been in, just stay the course. God is with you. All right, I need to look ahead, see what we need to be descending. Let's see. Below 16,000. All right, we're continuing our updates, and all right, we are coming up on Mexup, then Dalnu, Osinki, Ribvi, and then ZJ. By ZJ, we should be in our descent. So that tells you we're not far off, folks. We're probably, let's see. Well, we're 85 from Ribvi, so add about 20 to that, and we're going to be starting our descent. To hang on a second, SAS 71 Alpha says below 16.4 at that point. as we begin to set up for the arrival. You know what? I don't think I turned the seatbelt sign off.
Captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. However, we
Yeah,
do
he's
recommend
mean.
to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated.
That
And if you're
captain
not,
just not letting them out of their chairs.
cabin to offer you hot or cold drink, as well as a light meal. Alcoholic drinks are also available at a nominal charge. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
I'll be right back. Gotta see what's up with the dog. All right. Our dog is stressed. My wife's gift got here that she wanted. And it's taking up the living room and he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. Oh, excuse me. Am I on mock? Yeah. Sure isn't acting like it. All right, 103 to ZJ. ZJ, we said about 30 miles out of, we'll call it 40. We'll start our descent. We got about a 40-ish miles to go. And then we'll be heading into Shanghai. Perfect. All right, and I think we're set up on that one. 13-1, which is Yangzhou. Actually, I'd rather be... Oh, somebody's coming up our track. Now, let's see. Nope, the carrier. That looks... Okay, we're 70 miles from ZJ. 66. Still a little ways to go. We want to cross Sesson at or below 16,000. Okay, let's go ahead, get our altitude set. We're gonna go to I know it looks kind of, whoa, that's kind of low on fuel. Not really. Overall, we have 44,900 pounds. And remember, when we get into the descent, I'm going to open up the reserves and that'll bring up 1 and 4. So just because you see what looks low now really isn't in the overall scheme. Now, if we were going to Australia, we would be landing in Shanghai. All right. I am going to start a nice, easy descent. Uh, 10,800 foot. We're looking at 10 feet. 360 dry and the temperature -1. All right, so we're planning about a 147 for landing. And how we doing on the throts? Good. Okay, let's re-look at Sasson at 44. How we doing? Yeah, it's a lot easier descent when you do it when you're supposed to, not, well, because they forget. And, or they're just out to have fun and see how much trouble some, some controllers enjoy, causing trouble themselves and then blame the pilots. So it's a nice thing when everything is firing like it should to get these in. All right, let's see. We are on a heading of 120. Okay, after Sasson, we will go into a more sterile cockpit in case ATC does come up, and to pay more attention into what's at hand on the flight deck. Let's go to 1094. Actually, 16.5 is good. Okay, there we go. Our final alignments till we begin our approach. All right, folks, we're about 10 minutes out. Get your predictions in. Okay, we are inbound now to the airport. Okay, we've got this made, and RNAV 36, we need to come in at 19, call it 2000. All right. All right, and we will be putting in the numbers here soon for the ILS. Which, by the way, is 003. I don't know if we're going to be easily able to read that or not. Oh, yeah. Okay, Emu is next up, and we're about 3,000 feet off our numbers, so we're doing good on getting down. Now slowing to 250, we'll go ahead, put the lights on.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Okay, and seatbelts. I'm actually going to set us for 240. Unless I see something
10,000.
different. 210. I'm going to go ahead and set it. All right, time to set the ILS into motion. Oop, that's up front here, sorry. I got used to the other one. 1117.
Cabin ready.
I think that's our airport right there. There it is, coming into view out the window. Oh, I'm glad we aren't landing on the 1/8. That would be a little bit of a rough landing.
To level off.
Okay, our altimeter 1033.
Flaps 1. Approach checklist, please.
Seatbelts and shoulder harness.
Check.
Seatbelts and no smoking signs.
On.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Check.
Outer brakes.
Medium.
Radio INS switches.
Radio.
Flight director computer selectors.
Check.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Altimeters.
1033. Set and cross-check.
Landing data, EPR and airspeed bugs.
Set and cross-check.
Seatbelts and shoulder harness. Check. Fuel panel. Check. Fuel heat. Wait. Off. EPR computer. Go around. Cabin altitude. Check. Circuit breakers. Check. Approach checklist completed.
Flaps 5.
Okay, 1117,003. Let's turn for the ILS. Okay. That'll be 10 miles, 12 miles. What are we at? Can't tell. 10, 12.
Flaps 10.
Okay, airfield's in sight. Shanghai area traffic. Clipper 18 on the ILS for Zulu Sierra Sierra Sierra. Runway 36 left. Here we go.
Localizer alive. Gear down. Flaps 20. Gears down, green light.
Good deal.
Flaps 25. Landing checklist.
Gear.
Down and check.
Down and check. Flaps.
Flaps 25.
Flaps 25. Spoilers.
Armed.
Flaps 30.
Ignition.
Flight start.
Anti-skid.
Check.
Altimeters. 1, 0, 3, 3. Set and cross-checked. Landing checklist completed.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're on final. Plane's mine. Okay, about a 5-mile final.
One thousand.
Gentlemen, have just been cleared to land. Please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened.
500. 'Approaching minimums.
Landing.
Minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Check reverse. Out, off, reverse. Auto brake off. 60 knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination airport. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt.
And ZSSS traffic, Clipper 18 off, 36 left to the terminal.
Auto brake off. Flaps up.
Okay, let's taxi in. I don't care what gate we go to. We'll just head down here and find something. Anyway, welcome in. I haven't even seen what we did. All I do know is she wanted to float.
After landing checklist.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Body gear steering.
Arm.
Auto brakes.
Off.
Ignition.
Damn. Off.
Engine and wing anti-ice.
Off.
Radar and transponder.
Hold on. Stand by.
Flaps.
Up.
Spoilers.
Hold on. Down.
Stabilizer trim.
Hold on. 7 units.
Outflow valves. Open. Pressurization mode selector. Manual. Aft cargo heat. This. Off. APU. Check. Checklist complete.
pit to ground. Put the chocks on.
Chocks are on.
Okay, we are in. Bear with me here.
Cabin crew, disarm slides.
All right, looks like we're not going to get the G.
Ground power.
Ground power connected.
Cabin crew, doors may be opened.
Ladies and gentlemen, please check around your seat for any personal belongings you might have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bin, as tally articles may have shifted around during the flight. On behalf of our airline and the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a nice day.
All right, let's take a look and see how we did. 102 feet a minute. It felt a little rougher than that, but hey, we'll take it. And I just want to see if we have any other issues with it. Why is it awaiting a review? Huh. New livery airframe. I wonder why. It just flew it on the last flight last month. Huh. 55 points though. Hey, we'll take it. And we'll come back to that later. All right, let's take a look at, well, first off, let's get rid of that and that. Take a look at what Elevatech put us in at. Wow, 105 feet a minute, 137 knots, 1G. Wow. That sure didn't feel like that, but then again, we floated half the runway. However, we were off the center line at that point. Doggone it. 105, okay. Well, we'll take it. Let's see where we ended up here. Okay, I'm trying to, I wonder, should have maybe, who knows? Who knows? All right, so there you have it, folks. What a great flight indeed. Let's check the unofficial scorekeeper sim toolkit. See what they came up 220 at 137. Also 1G. No bunny hop, by the way. Usually we're accused of a bunny hop. Not this time. Okay, just waiting on the details. Just shy of 2 hours, 580-mile flight, 20,000 kilograms, less than a G on the landing, 220 and 137. Not bad. We actually had to kind of plump it down. All right, numbers. 3,300 feet down the runway, 8 feet off the center line. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. And yeah, just a great, great landing. Wow. And again, we're parked right down in here. All right, well, that, folks, will wrap it up for today. I hope you all enjoyed the flights. You on Twitch got to see us fly from Istanbul to Tbilisi in the country of Georgia. And then those of you again got to see us right now fly from Beijing to Shanghai. So as always, my pleasure flying for y'all. And I hope y'all have a fantastic new year. And we'll see you again. We may or may not come up Sunday, depending how we feel. But we're working on some flights for Monday. And from then on, be paying attention to the Discord channel, folks. Have a happy new year. And if I may say it once again, Joshua 1:9, our verse of the day. Hopefully it's one of yours, because it really, really helped me out. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. That right there, folks, is one of those, pardon the way I'm saying it, God-honest truths. God will be with you wherever you go. So there's no need to fear or to get afraid or discouraged. God is there with you. I hope you take that to heart this new year. Hope you have the best new year, and hopefully better than the last. That's our goal every year. Make it better than the last, God willing. Y'all have a great new year, great night, great Saturday, and we'll be back in the air shortly. God bless.